Hello everyone and welcome to my class English with Teacher Ju. So today we are going to study countable and uncountable nouns. So before we go deeply into those two topics, let me talk about a noun first. So what is a noun? A noun is a word that represents a person, a thing, a place, or an animal. If you look around yourself, there are so many words of noun. For example, a book is a word of noun. A pencil, see? A cat, David, James, school, hospital, those are nouns, okay? So, but today we are going to focus on countable and uncountable nouns. This is for you. If you want to contact me, you can just contact me by using this line. You can ask me any question regarding homeworks, okay? So today's objectives are you will be able to explain what countable and uncountable nouns are and also be able to identify countable and uncountable nouns. You will understand and apply the spelling rules with 100 accuracy. So can you remember what a noun is? As I said earlier, so a nouns are a person, a place, a things, or an animals, right? So some nouns are countable and some nouns are uncountable. So count, do you know the word count? Count, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I am counting, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is count. Uncountable noun means you cannot count. So countable nouns, it's a noun that we can count, okay? So if there are only one, it's called singular. We use a or an in front of it. For example, a lemon, an apple. If there is more than one, which means if there are so many, we usually add s to the noun, okay? For example, apples. One apple, two apples. One lemon, two lemons. If we want to ask about the quantity of a countable noun, we use the phrase how many. For example, how many pens do you have? How many books do you have? How many brothers and sisters do you have? How many apples do you have? Because apple, you can count. You can count one apple, two apples, three apples, four apples, and five apples, right? Apple, you can count. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are nouns we cannot count or we do not count. They are always in singular form, so we never use a or an with them. So countable noun, we cannot use a or an. Okay? So, however, we can use quantity word with them. For example, 2 cups of, 2 loaves of, 2 bowls of, 2 bottles of, 2 cups of tea, 2 loaves of bread, 2 bowls of rice, 2 bottles of milk. If we want to talk about quantity, we use the phrase how much. For example, how much sugar do you want in your tea? So because sugar is uncountable now. You cannot count sugar because there are so many. Spelling rules, how to change a singular noun to a plural noun. So most nouns we put s at the end if we want to make it plural noun. For example, duck become ducks. One duck, two ducks. One apple, two apples. So the word ending in x, ss, ch, or sh, we put es. For example, church, churches. Peach, peaches. Any word that end with a vowel and plus y, we put s. Okay, for example, day become days. Toy become toys. Any word that end with a consonant and plus y, we change from y, we drop y out and we put ies. For example, cherry become cherries. Lolly become lollies. Alright, moving on. Now we are going to talk about there is and there are. So there is we use with a singular noun. For example, a cat, a dog. there is a cat, there is a dog. And we use there is with uncountable now. For example, water, sugar. For example, there is some water, there is some sugar. There are, we use with a plural noun. For example, 2 cats, 2 dogs. There are 2 cats, there are 2 dogs. How to use some and any. Some we use with affirmative sentence. Okay, some we use with affirmative sentence หรือประโยคบอกเล่า Some, for example, there is some milk, there is some milk. There are some books, there are some books. Some ใช้กับประโยคบอกเล่า Negative, we use any. For example, there is not any milk. There are not any books. There are not any books. Question, we use any. For example, is there any milk? Are there any books? Okay. Some we use with affirmative sentence. Any we use with negative sentence and question. Alright, so now let's practice using some and any. This one. I have colored pencil. I have blank colored pencil. So this sentence, is this sentence an affirmative, negative or question sentence? ประโยคนี้คือประโยคอะไร ประโยคบอกเล่าบวก ถ้าเป็นประโยคบวก we use some. Okay, next one. Do you have blank brothers and sisters? Question. So obviously it's a question sentence. So question sentence we use any. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Right? Last one. I don't have blank. I don't have friends. So don't is a negative sentence. So if a negative sentence, we use any. I don't have any friends. Right? Okay. So use this book. Okay. I'm going to assign you homework. This book. So your homework will be covered from page 8 to page 10. You can finish it at your home and submit it to me in my class, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video and I see you guys in my class. Bye bye.